Well, I've chosen the worst day to come out here and do this because it's like spitting raining, so it's like off and on. So I'm just going to face the rain. The reason that I'm choosing to do it right here today is because 13 months ago I came on the internet, I went on TikTok, and I made an oath to all of my followers. I have been sober for 1 month, and that's the longest I've been sober for in 4 years. I know it's not that long, and my sobriety journey has just started. I made an oath to myself to stay sober and to continue a path of sobriety, and held myself accountable to all of my followers. So within the 13 months of sobriety, I have achieved so much, and there is a formula to success. A lot of successful people showed it, and for me, the beginning of the formula was sobriety. With sobriety, I was able to find other goals. It started off with not drinking on the weekends, and then after a few weeks, I started to feel accomplished and good about myself. But it started to get a little bit bored and not having any hobbies, so I started throwing hobbies into the mix and exercising. And you can see a pattern with a lot of successful people that, like, for example, the Spaniard, he got sober and then he started going to the gym, and obviously his body looks really good, so his nutrition was on point. He was looking out what's going into his body, and a lot of successful people show the same pattern, and it's something that I fell into through reading, through studying, but also just through doing it, just from being sober. And within the 13 months, I have completed some crazy goals that I would never have held myself to if I didn't get sober and if I was just looking forward to the weekend. Like, within the 13 months, I've written a whole book that is ready to be published. I'm just looking for a proper editor and a publisher for a book that I'm ready to release to show everybody what I went through in life to be in the position of where I am now. I started running and I've started tracking kilometers, and I'm currently running over 200 kilometers per month, and I'm running my first marathon in 3 weeks. And then I've got bigger goals of running from Craigieburn to Geelong, which is a 100-kilometer run non-stop within 12 hours that I want to do before the end of this year. And then after that, I have an even bigger goal with running. I want to run from Sydney to Melbourne within a month, within 30 days, which is pretty much a marathon every single day for 30 days consecutively. Those are my fitness goals and what I want to accomplish, but I've also noticed other goals such as financial goals and stability goals. Some of my goals that I have figured out along the way, and it took me a very long time through my sobriety to be able to work it out, because before I got sober, I looked down upon a 9-to-5 job. I always thought that these people had low inhibition and ambition, when in reality, it's quite the opposite. I've found so much ambition, drive, and inhibition by working a 9-to-5 job. So about 3 to 4 months ago, I picked up a job working in a peanut factory, and at first I was miserable. I didn't like it, but then I noticed it started to offer me structure and routine and a certain time slot throughout the day that I had to dedicate going to work and just getting the work done and just shutting up, keeping my ass up and my head down, and focusing on just bringing in an income to be able to pay for mortgage, pay for bills, pay for food, get a dog, that type of stuff. So just having a basic income, and then structuring the hours around my 9-to-5, around going to work, and making sure that I've got enough time to meal prep all my meals for the week, to get in all those nutritious calories that I need, and then also for my fitness goals, the gym and running. And then also, because I am very ambitious, I wanted to start my own business. So I had to organize time slots around work and around sleep where I can fit in my dream. And even if it was just an hour every single day, it's still chipping away very slowly at something that I want to accomplish. And as you can probably see through this video, I am about to launch a brand new brand called Lookup, and it's the name of the channel. And I have been planning this since I have began the channel. I started buying the inventory and buying the stock when I started this YouTube channel, because I know the meaning behind everything that I'm doing. When I'm down in the depths of despair, it's to look up. It's to when you're out in public, look up, engage, communicate, be a part of society. That is what this brand stands for, and I'm very excited. I've been chipping away every single day, 1 hour at a time. On the weekends, sometimes 6 hours doing photo shoots or just stocking up inventory, fixing a website, like all those small stuff, making TikToks, that type of stuff. It takes time, and so after a period of time, I've finally come to the point where it's ready to go. And I want to address something else that the media has picked up on, and I have kind of gone viral in the past 2 weeks, the past month on social media, and it has been for doing everyday, average, normal things. And so I first got sober to try and chase success. And I thought success was money, it was fame, it was expensive watches, cars, mansions, that type of thing, like lots of girls and yachts. I thought that was what success was, and that's why I went sober. So that vision kind of dragged me out of alcohol because I wanted more to life. But then after a long period of time of being sober, you realize what success really is. It's humility. It's being and knowing the person you are at the moment that you're living in, instead of trying to be somebody else, and cherishing that moment and wearing it with a smile, and you attract so much good to you. I have realized this throughout my period of success, and in the past month I have started to go viral simply just from catching a bus, running, riding a bike, and having my perspective in riding over formatted videos, and it has just taken off, which all correlates with the brand that I'm working on, and it all has the same significant meaning. It's when you're in the depths of despair, look up and be grateful for what you have right here, because the odds that we are even alive is 1 in infinity. Like, it is so fucking tiny. So we should just be smiling that we get to wake up and breathe. It's not I have to wake up to do things. It's I get to wake up today and I get to do things. So anyway, these TikToks started going viral, and then I started posting just my appreciation for getting a new job in the peanut factory, and just showing everybody my happiness of working a 9 to 5 and contributing to society in a job that I was actually liking. Lord, I'm doing all I can to be a better man. And then what had happened was I posted a picture with a few colleagues, and then the Daily Mail picked up on it, and without my permission they grabbed the story and grabbed one of my Instagram photos and chucked it up onto their news outlet, which is completely legal because anything posted to social media is for the public anyway, but they stole it. And once media starts to pick up on things, big companies like the one that I was working for looked down on it because they don't want any type of attention to ruin their business or any of that negative light. So 2 weeks ago on a Thursday, I was pulled aside and told by my supervisor, you no longer have a job here. And although I was upset, I realized in that point of time that the universe had a different path for me. And so instead of being upset and being depressed and laying in bed and giving up and maybe getting back on alcohol again and just completely throwing all the hard work that I had worked for away, I took it in my stride and said, this is an opportunity to show everybody how fucking grateful I am just to be alive and to have a second chance. And I'm going to make this second chance great by giving all that I have and a positive attitude into the next thing that I'm going to do. And I didn't know what the next thing I was going to do was. So I posted that to social media. I was sitting on a train and I said, I'm going to just keep running and applying for jobs and go to the gym, and that video blew up. And before I knew it, I had maybe 40 to 50 different job offers, and none of this was planned. It just goes to show what you can attract with just a positive mindset. You can bring the world to you. And that's what had happened. 40 to 50 different job offers. I got job offers from the mines. I got job offers from crane work. I got job offers from warehouses. And some, I'm still taking job interviews, but I have nailed down a job at the moment. Within 1 week of getting fired, I locked down a new job, which is in a warehouse, which is very close to me, and I can ride a bike to, which, by the way, I got a new bike and I posted that and that went viral as well. And so I can go to work now all in the matter of 25 minutes on a bike while I save for a car to hopefully get a better job, and then a more high paying job. Maybe something that's a little bit more labor intensive, because I am young and I can work very hard to earn good money while I'm young. So I'm going to be taking this job while still applying for more and seeing what comes my way until I find the perfect job that I like, so I can hopefully get full time in and then eventually earn enough credit to be able to take maybe a loan from the bank, or I don't know, anything could come my way at the moment. I just feel like everything that I'm doing is just bringing so much success into my life. So I don't know where my life will go, but I just know that I'm excited. I wake up early in the morning, like without an alarm clock, because I'm excited. And yeah, that's just where I am right now. And I wanted to make this video in this spot because this spot is where it all started. This spot is when I got recognition, acceptance, and validation from the internet to say, hey, we see that you're going sober. Here's a bunch of views. Keep going at it. And yeah, I just wanted to show my appreciation by coming back here and filming here again. I think this is like my spot, and yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has believed in me from the start. Stay tuned, because I've just finished a photo shoot with Luke for this brand new brand. I've got about 20 items of clothing that I've built up over a long period of time, and I've taken my time with the material and the way that it feels and the look of it, because I have run other merchandise businesses before, so I have got that history behind me to know what good clothes are. Like these tracksuit pants, heavy basics, and they're kind of like a French terry material inside, but they're like heavy. So it's kind of like a towel material, so you can wear if it's like spitting or raining, and they just feel so warm. Like they're really nice winter to like autumn kind of tracksuit pants, and that's what Australia's heading into right now. So that's why I've released these. These are coming out soon, and yeah, there's just so much. We got like hats, we got socks, we got t-shirts, singlets, and when I say we because I am doing it with one of my very close mates from high school, Chris, and we're printing, we're sewing, we're doing everything together to make this brand exactly what I want it to be. All right, before I wrap this video up, to get some comments down below, I'm going to read out some comments that I got on the last YouTube video. I don't know if some are negative or positive. I'll just read whatever comes first. All right, yeah, sorry guys. The first one is a negative comment. It's from Vil Blitz. It said, I can only imagine what it would feel like to work so hard and build a somewhat successful empire, become a multi-millionaire, only to be reduced to absolute nothing. Must sting, lol. Your new career in a peanut factory, lol. All right, well, I want to reply to you by saying you can't imagine. And if you did imagine, you would never even come close to knowing what it is like to succeed and to fail. But that's what happens to all successful people. They succeed and they fail. And the only way to succeed is to keep getting back up and to learn from your mistakes and to build on that strong foundation and to become the best possible version of yourself from your failures. So you can't imagine. You also probably will never be able to even come close to doing what I have done in the past. And that's okay. I hope someday you can. And I hope that your failure doesn't sting as hard, but sometimes it does take that bit of extra sting and ouch and hurt to grow much stronger and to grow a thicker skin. So yeah, that's my response to that. I appreciate your comment. I know where you're coming from, and if I saw somebody fall down, well, I did when I was a kid. I saw Ben Cousins fall down repeatedly, and yeah, it did hurt, and I can understand where he's come from now. So yeah, my message to that is to just keep learning from your mistakes, and that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm taking every single mistake I've made and really reflecting on it. Like I got a comment the other day saying, Beau, why are you feeding off negative comments? You should be feeding off positive comments. And at first I was just like, well, I'm going to feed off all comments, like, because you got to have the positive with the negative. And then I thought about it for a couple of days. This message stuck in the back of my head, like this comment stuck in the back of my head for a couple of days. And I'm like, you know what? She's right. Like, I don't need to feed off negative comments. Like, my life will be so much easier if I just feed off positive comments. So I'm going to try to do that a lot more. So yeah, I'm learning from my mistakes, and I'm taking criticism on board as I go, and I'm not seeing anything as hate anymore. I'm seeing people that do hate as there might be something wrong with them, and maybe I need to help them by helping myself. We'll read one more comment, and then I'll let you guys go do the rest of your day. This is from Curly X Mary. She commented on my last YouTube video, Beau, so good to see you progressing in life. You're an inspiration. And yeah, once again, I cannot thank the audience enough just for watching my journey and for being a part of it and for seeing all of my output for what it is, and being inspired by it and taking that into your life, because that's what I want. Like, I come online and I talk about sobriety. It's not to boast about it, even though I do boast about it because I'm proud of it, but it's also to inspire people to get sober as well, because I know what an effect that this can have in people's life. And if more people get sober, the more better my world becomes. It's nice to build that world, my world, with strong foundations of clear-minded, healthy, physically, mentally, and heart healthy in my corner. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Look Up with Beau, and always remember, in the depths of despair. Love you guys. See you in the next one.